I started painting in January of 2020. Yeah, just right after Christmas. I think I was on Christmas break. And I finally just decided to come out and start painting. When I saw the wall, the first time I stopped at the end of the street and just kind of looked at probably the first quarter of it, and that's when I saw how faded it was. I would drive past this wall every day and I loved it, but I could see it was so faded. In some places you couldn't even tell what it used to be. So I just started inquiring on Nextdoor, asking people who's in charge of the wall, and everybody told me to call Brent Hurling, who's the person that actually was in charge of the last touch-up. And he gave me all the paint samples, and I just started buying paint and coming out and painting every weekend. All of these brushes I actually went and purchased myself because after I painted for a few days, I was having a hard time getting into some of the little detail areas. Like this girl right here has a lot of areas that have tiny little spots. So out of pocket, I've spent probably close to $400 of just my money. Someone did post one time, and I can't remember who it was, saying, hey, she needs donations for paint. I got almost $200 for paint, which I went right out and just stocked up on paint when I got that money. When Jill was here with me, was it last weekend or the weekend before? We actually had 2 people stop and give us $20 each, which was nice, because that's like 1 can of paint. So I don't think people realize, with the reds especially, it's so faded that I have to sometimes go over it twice because it looks pink. That's been a challenge, is always having to stop and ask, what color was this before it faded? You can see this arrow is so faded. When you drive by it, it's really difficult to see. So that's what I'm hoping to finish today, is this red. I've done this. I just did this last weekend. It's mostly the reds and the greens that have faded so bad that you can't see them. This piece, you really couldn't even tell the orange or the yellow. It was so faded. And the green was almost the color of the blue. So I just finished this 2 weeks ago, I think. That's another one of my favorites. So from this part down, the wall looks really good. Like this is all finished now, and it looks almost brand new again.